Hello, welcome to Hope Cradle. Did you know that sleep is good for your health and that it's a blessing? Well, it is. And as the Bible today or the reading today will confirm to us, it's actually very important for us to sleep. And God put it there for a purpose. And it's supported in the Bible. And we'll dive right into the verse, which is in the book of Psalms, chapter 127. That's verse 2, verse 2b, which says, God gives his beloved sleep. Who are his beloved? You see, in the book of John, where we are told that, for God so loved the world, he gave us Jesus, so that anyone who believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. So if you believe in Jesus, you're God's beloved. And so he'll give you sleep. But sometimes we usually find ourselves that, especially in the current world, we've found the word insomnia to be a common word, where people are having sleepless nights. They're having a difficult moment getting sleep, if at all, even just for a few hours. And it's because of the pressures that are in the world. There's just too much pressure that is forcing or making people be sleepless or be unable to sleep. Even when they want to sleep and they are exhausted and they are fatigued, they still cannot get quality sleep. Not just any sleep, but quality sleep. But does God want us to sleep? Yes, he does. And as the word is telling us in Psalms 127 from verse 2, that God gives sleep to his beloved. And in another verse, in another book, that is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 from verse 24, it says it's not just any sleep. God gives his beloved sweet sleep. Not just any sleep, a restless sleep or restless night. He gives one sleep, sweet sleep. And it says that when you lie down, you will not be afraid. That is Proverbs chapter 3 from verse 24. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down and your sleep will be sweet. So it's not just any sleep, a sleep that is a disturbed sleep. Maybe you even find yourself having sleep paralysis, saying, those uneasy nights one may have, where you're imagining things, or your body is paralyzed and you start imagining things and saying things that are not really there. You'll not have such. You'll have sweet sleep. Also in the book of Psalms, chapter 3 from verse 5, says that I lay down and I slept. Now this is David saying, I lay down and slept. I woke, for the Lord sustained me. So it's only God that sustains us even through the sleep. So God wants us to rest. God wants you to sleep. And for you to have a good sleep in 2023, let there not be any reports in your life about insomnia, being unable to sleep. Because the reason why people get these things, because they are some kind of health conditions, it's because you are you are at an unrest position, or you are not at rest. You're troubled. Your heart, your mind is so disturbed that you cannot even rest. You feel like when you rest, even in your subconscious mind, it feels that the moment you rest, things will be messed up. Things will not work well. Or you have so much in your mind. You're thinking about your business. You're thinking about deadlines that you've not attained in your maybe job goals. That is in your position at work. If, for example, you're employed, there are certain goals you should have reached at this time, or there are certain targets you need to acquire at this time. Or even when you're in a business, there's certain goals you need to achieve. Maybe you're also thinking about your parents, your loved one, your children, relatives, or whatever other thing that might be disturbing your life. You find that all these troubles and cares of life and worries of life, they prevent us, or they really impact our sleep or our rest. And that's why I would like us to make a purposeful decision, or an informed decision in 2023. Let us decide that we will have sleep, enough sleep. Some doctors actually suggest, or they say that getting at least a minimum of 6 hours a day, 6 or 7 hours, 6 to 8 hours a day you be in a good position. You help your body even rebuild its cells. Having worked throughout the day, you burned out your cells, you burned out your muscles, your tendons, and all those other features of your body. When you get good sleep, quality sleep, your body gets to rejuvenate itself. It gets to rebuild itself, have a time of rest, such that even for the remaining hours, those hours that if for example you're to sleep for 6 hours, that means you'll have 18 hours. 18 hours to be active, 18 hours to focus on your job, 18 hours to focus on those issues in life. So make a purposeful decision to have quality sleep at night. And how do you do that? Establish first what is making you not to sleep, which in most cases, if not, it's usually, if for example you're unwell, especially physical unwellness, if maybe you're having an ache, a serious ache, then you might have a sleepless night. But if for example it's more of emotional or mental disturbances where you're worried and you're carrying too much cares in your life, or too much troubles maybe related to your life, your work, or your whatever other area in your life, those things tend to impact you such that you're not at rest when it comes to sleeping, such that your subconscious mind is running all these worries and cares, such that you cannot even sleep. So have a purposeful, make a purposeful or an informed decision, or a deliberate decision where you say, I will sleep. And as we've learned today that God supports sleep. God supports not just any sleep, but quality sleep. He gives sweet sleep to his beloved. So if God wants you to sleep, are you more busier than God? If God himself thinks sleep is good, not just thinks, knows that sleep is good, and that's why he give you, he put it inside you that you should sleep. So who are you as a human being to think, hey, work is more serious, or your life issues are more serious to think about more than the sleep itself? So make it a decision, make it a deliberate, make it an intentional decision for you to sleep every night, to get quality sleep, not just any sleep, quality sleep. And to attain this, you need to let go of all these pressures that are preventing you from sleeping. And it's mostly worries. Leave them to God, because even when you wake up tomorrow, you'll have another 18 hours to worry about them. But have at least 6 hours every day for 2023. Let your sleep not be disturbed again. Don't have insomnia anymore. So that's all. Share with your friends, comment, like, and also subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.